Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to be sewing this tube bustier. In our last video we drafted out the tube bustier, and in this video we're going to go ahead and sew it. So first things first, I've gone ahead to cut out the yoke on my lace, and I also cut out lining for the yoke. I'm using the lace fabric to line out the yoke part. So if you have a white net, or if you're using a black lace and you have a black net, you could use that instead of using a bias. So guys, I've also gone ahead to cut out the back and the front, and I have two pieces for each. The back I have 4 because I slashed it out at the middle. I've also gone ahead to cut out the lining for the bustier, and I used the black lining. You can use any other color that would match your fabric. So guys, this is what I have, and I also went ahead to slash out the darts for the back. So guys, just take out your pattern paper and you're going to slash out the darts. Slash it out in the middle, place it on your fabric and cut that out, okay? And this is me slashing it out. Just slash it out and cut that on your fabric, okay? I also went ahead to cut out lining for the back pieces, and this is what we have, guys. Next thing you want to do right now is to cut out the breast pad. And to cut out my breast pad, I'm using a soft wadding to cut out my breast pad. I'm going to be using my pattern paper to cut out my breast pad. So I'm going to mark out my chest line, my bust points, my under bust, and my half length. Okay, this is going to enable me to easily cut my breast pad on my wadding. Okay, so what you're going to do right now is to, on your bust point, you're going to come in by 4 inches. So on your bust point, just mark out 4 inches going in, and on your under bust you're going to mark out 1 inch. Come in by 1 inch, okay? And right now you're just going to go ahead and connect it together. Connect the 4 inches to the 1 inch, and then you're going to connect from the bust point up to your armhole area, okay? Just as you see me doing in the video. Next thing we're going to be doing is to mark out 1/2 inch at the edge of the bustier, and you're going to mark out 1/2 inch, and you're going to come in, curve that into your armhole area, okay? So just make a curve as you see me doing, guys, and you're going to go ahead right now and do the same thing for the middle. So for your center front, you're going to do that, mark out 1/2 inch and curve that into the neckline. Just curve that with 1/2 inch, and then you're going to go ahead and mark out your chest line, your bust points, your under bust, and your half length, okay? And guys, we're going to go ahead and cut this out. So just go ahead and cut this out, guys. So guys, this is what we have, okay? And right now we're going to go ahead and cut this out on our breast pad, okay? So just cut this out on your breast pad. So guys, this is what we have. Next thing we're going to be doing right now is to be placing this on our fabric, and the breast part has a shining part, so ensure that when you're placing it on your fabric, you're placing the shining parts on the wrong side of your fabric. So the shining parts should face the wrong side of your fabric. Please do not forget, check out the shining part and make sure that it is placed on the wrong side of your fabric. So place it to face the wrong side of your fabric. I hope this is clear. And then for the mid part, you're going to get the center front, and you're going to place that too, and you place the shining parts of your wadding to face the wrong side of your fabric. So guys, this is what we have. I'll go ahead and iron it and come back and show you guys. I've gone ahead to iron it. So guys, when you're ironing, ensure that you press it to sit firmly on your fabric so that it doesn't pull off. Ensure that it sticks firmly to your fabric. There is a gum, and when you press that with an iron, it will stick. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this by half an inch. When you're stitching, you're going to start from the bottom up. I'm going to pin that down before I take it to my sewing machine. Ensure that you're placing it right sides facing each other. So the right side should face each other, and you're going to go ahead and pin this down. So guys, this is what we have. And for the yoke part, I'm going to take out my yoke right now, and I'm going to be pinning that down. So the lace has a wrong side and a right side. So ensure that the right side is facing each other. Be careful to check for the right side and ensure that you place them to face each other. So place them right sides facing each other, okay? If you're using a net, you could just place any part of the net to face the right side of your lace and pin that down. So we're going to be stitching only the neckline guys. And I'll do that for the back, right sides facing, and I'm going to pin down the neckline. So go ahead and pin down the neckline because that is the only part you're going to be stitching, and ensure that you're pinning it half an inch, okay? You're stitching by half an inch, okay guys? I'm going to go ahead and stitch and come back and show you guys. I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and as you can see, it's coming together. And the breast part, I'm just going to notch all my curved seams. So when you have curved seams, ensure that you notch them down because they won't sit properly if you do not give them tiny notches around. So I'm going to go ahead and notch my neckline. Please ensure that you do not encroach into your stitch, so just be careful when you notch. I'm going to go ahead right now and notch the bustier, the curved parts. I'm going to notch that down on both sides. And guys, next thing you want to do is that you're going to open up your bustier seams and you're going to iron it flat so that it comes out well. Ensure if you have a tailor's ham, you can use that to iron it. And then I'm going to use my iron to iron out my yoke part in order for it to be flat. And I'll come back guys and show you guys what I have. So you're going to flip it over and iron. Okay, I'll come back and show you guys what I have after ironing. So guys, I've gone ahead to iron it, and as you can see, it is all flat and looking good already. The bustier has come out well, and it's looking really good. And this is what we have guys. This side of the bustier is looking like it's really looking good. And I'm going to flip that to the right side so you can see what it looks like. So guys, this is what we have. You ought to have something like this, okay guys? Next thing we're going to be doing right now is to place the yoke on the fabric. I also went ahead to stitch out the lining and the back part of my dress, my bustier, and I'm going to go ahead right now and place my yoke. For the back, I stitch it by half an inch and I open the seams. So open the seams and iron it flat, okay? And I also went ahead to do it for the lining. So guys, we're going to be placing the yoke on the bustier neckline. So place it on your neckline. The yoke, the right side of any part of the yoke would face because they're both right sides, and place it on the right side of your bustier, and you're going to pin that around. So guys, I've gone ahead to pin it down, and I'm going to stitch that down. I'm also going to place the lining on it and stitch it together. You could place the yoke first and stitch before you stitch on the lining, and when you turn it, you have a very neat facing. You have a very neat bustier neckline. And for the back, I'm also going to go ahead and place my yoke. You want to start placing your yoke from where your zipper starts. Where you notched your zipper, you place your yoke from there. Please do not place it from the edge of the fabric, but from where your zipper starts. And you're going to stitch that by 1/2 inch. You place your lining on it too, and you're going to stitch that. And when you turn it, you're going to have a very neat neckline, okay? And this is what we have. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and stitch this down and come back and show you guys what I have. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and this is what we have. And as you can see, it's really looking neat on both sides, the front and the back. I also went ahead to close down my zipper allowance, and guys, this is what we have. I also went ahead to stitch the front part, and this is what we have, guys. Next thing we're going to be doing right now is to place the allowance. So you can use a hemming gum when you're ironing the neckline in order to keep it flat. If you check the inside, it looks neat, and the hemming gum will help your neckline to look flat. So you could place a hemming gum inside and you iron it down. Next thing we're going to do is to place measurements, okay? I have some excess there, so I stitched that down and trimmed out the excess lining I had. And guys, we're going to place our measurements now. Join the front and back together and place down your measurements. So to place your measurement, whatever you have, the excess allowance you have, divided by 2 and place it on both sides. So my bust is 37 divided by 2, 17. I had 2 inches left. I placed 1 inch on both sides, and my waist is 28 inches divided by 2 is 14. I had 3 inches left, and I divided 3 inches into 2. I'll place 1.5 inch on both sides, okay? So as you can see, my bust is 19. I have 2 inches. I'll place 1 inch on both sides, and my waist is 14. I have 3 inches left. I'll place 1.5 inches on both sides, and you connect that together, okay? And guys, this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this down and come back and show you guys. For my shoulder, if you want to turn your shoulder to look neat, place right sides facing each other and turn the wrong sides to face each other, okay? Just watch what I'm doing. You place the right sides to face each other and then turn the wrong sides to face each other, okay? And you're going to go ahead and pin that down. So guys, just pin it down. When you flip it, you're going to have a neat shoulder, okay? For the other side, you're going to do the same thing. Place the right sides to face each other, and you flip the wrong sides. Turn the wrong sides to the other side, and then you pin that down. So when you're stitching, you're going to stitch it, and when you turn it, you have something neat. Your shoulder will look really neat, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead right now and I'll pin that down. and when you flip it over you're going to have a neat shoulder. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and stitch all this together and I'll come back and show you guys what I have. Okay, I'm gonna head to close the neckline and the borders. So guys, this is what we have. As you can see, it's looking really nice. I'll trim out the excess that I have down there, and guys, this is what it looks like at the front and at the back. Also went ahead to close the zipper, and guys, this is what we have. So you can go ahead and attach this to your peplum or to your skirt. Okay, I'm very happy that you stayed to this point of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.